our little nautilus shell here
Yes.
is an example of the golden scorpion. Today, we are doing exactly the same thing that's been done for hundreds of years as far as transportation. If you look at your standard automobile today, what's it based on? A wagon.
Yes.
Now,
You'd think we could have moved past that by now.
you'd think that we could have figured out that a
Yes.
wagon is good if you're carrying a load of wood or ore or anything of value.
Yes. Cows.
Cows, apples, oranges. Sure, you want something that can carry that. But if you've got one person in that wagon going in both directions, then you're putting a lot of energy and effort into getting that person from here to there, especially when they could have walked it just as easily.
Yes.
Now, that doesn't mean everybody can walk. But we need to start rethinking things and get out of this concept of an automobile, a box with four wheels.
A box on concrete.
Yeah, we don't need 2 tons of battery operated electric car to drive a 125-pound woman from her home to her doctor.
Yes.
That's just plain wrong. And we need to consider it in terms of universal applicability. Because when you think about it, nowadays we now have the technology that every individual could go anywhere they want to, regardless of what their own abilities are.
Yes.
A person that's elderly and can't walk too far needs to be able to get into a vehicle that will take them someplace from where they are. They don't have to walk down the stairs, go down the elevator, go out the door, and hail somebody at the curb. You need it to have a situation where the transportation starts where you're at and goes to where you're going and doesn't take up the space that's going to create a nuisance.
Right.
We can plan for that kind of space. So we just defined an object that should in fact fit into an average closet. Big enough to carry 1 or 2 people, and then able to be taken from where you're at to where you're going. Now that's the interesting point. The golden scorpion is based on the Fibonacci sequence.
Yes.
1, 1, 2, 3,
Golden ratio.
5 golden ratio. That's why it's the golden scorpion. And it's a scorpion because in design, it's got a tail that comes up on the end of it,
I like
and
that
then
part.
the rest of it comes down, and the rest of it has a bowl, if you will, not unlike this, where 2 people can sit in that, and then the tail comes up as that element over it. And that can be an extension that can come down or it can go up.
Right.
So that's the beginning of the golden
I
scorpion.
could see that expanding as well to carry luggage
Ah.
potentially.
And in truth, it can do all of that. It can do everything involved. Now, the key is it should be made for one person, and it should be designed for any person. Now, that means there's going to be some different sizes. If you got somebody that's 500 pounds, it's going to have to be big enough to carry 500 pounds.
Yes, it should be
And
comfortable.
if they can't get through the door, then it's not going to get through the door.
Right.
So there might have to be some adjustments to their area if they're in fact overly large. Andre the Giant in a unit would not fit in a closet. The unit would not fit in a closet.
No,
Not and still carry Andre.
but we do love him.
We do love him. Always have.
Yes.
The point gets to be you have to design the concept and then create the vehicles for the individuals.
Right.
And it has to be able to expand and contract in such a way that allows it. And you might consider a process of expansion that one vehicle can be expanded for Andre and be brought back in for a 13-year-old child.
Which would also help if you need to carry your children with you.
That's a point too. But you're not going to, if you design something for 6 people, it's already too big.
Right.
You design it for not 1, but 2 people.
Right.
And why 2 people? Redundancy. Whenever possible, 2 is better than 1. You design it to where if I'm sitting in the capsule, I have controls, and the controls won't be a stupid wheel. Where that came from, it doesn't belong. It should have never been there. It'll be, and today we have the ability to do things with the same thing they play computer games with.
Gaming consoles.
You have an armrest, and on the end of each armrest is a device that you can grab onto, and they are redundant. You can control it with one hand, you can control it with the other hand, or you can control it with both hands.
I
And
like that.
we'll talk about if you don't have hands in a minute. But the point is, by being able to do it with either hand, you can rest one hand and use, or if you're something that's like very high speed or close quarters where there's a lot, you want both hands on there to be able to do it in the easiest way. But if you're just cruising down, one hand on the control would be all you need.
Yeah.
So that, now the other thing is, the second person would not sit next to me, but they'd sit behind me.
Yes.
They'd be higher up. And basically, my legs would be here and their legs would be there. So we wouldn't be in each other's way at all. And there'd be a console that went between us. And so I could sit there and my feet are not controlling anything. They don't need them to control anything.
Yeah.
We might come up with something in the future that says, okay, this will change channels on the TV set.
Right.
Or
Something
play
for
the
fun.
piano.
Yeah.
But the second person also has armrests that can come down.
Mm.
And if the first driver is going on a long distance and they want to take a nap, they just tell the second person, the armrest come down for the second person, the controls switch over, first person takes a nap, and the second person behind has full vision and they can drive the vehicle in the exact same way, left hand, right hand,
Like a jet.
like a jet has two possible
Yeah.
flight. Exactly.
Yeah.
And much in the same way, but you can make it a little bit more compact because
Right.
you don't need all that space. The idea is to keep it into a space that's 34 inches wide, so it goes through an average door.
Right. Right.
32 would be ideal, but 34 if you've got the way it goes. Now, we've got the basic compartment, and we know that it goes up and there's a thing that can be going overhead. Now, let's say that I'm not able to walk. I'm in a wheelchair.
Right.
If
Or
you have
no
that
hands.
device to be able to turn over, it could actually have a device on it that
Mhm.
lowers down and can pick me up out of the wheelchair and put me into the vehicle.
I like this.
And then the vehicle can get the wheelchair onto the back of the vehicle,
Right.
and then it can be there. It can take the wheelchair off, put it down, and then it can come and get me and take me and drop me down there as well. What if I don't have any hands? Well, in
Right.
today's world, it can be voice activated.
Mm-hmm.
And even better, it can be self-driving.
Yeah.
You don't need to drive it.
Yeah.
You can just say, I want to go to the store. And the vehicle can, in fact, take you to the store.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a mode of transportation. Now, we've got the capsule. What about the automotion? What about the way it moves? The center part would be a device, either multiple wheels or a tread type device like they have on the snowmobiles. That would be the device that actually gives you your
I
basic
love
locomotion.
treads. Yeah.
And that would be immediately under you.
Yeah.
That would be there. So all that would be underneath the seat and in the head. Now that's the basic locomotion. That takes you forward and back. And it would also be something designed that it can go up steps
Mm.
and down steps,
Mm-hmm.
up slopes and down slopes. Now, how do we allow that? This is where the Scorpion comes in. Scorpion is the tail, but it's also the legs. You've got one leg, one element that goes out front,
Mm-hmm.
another one that goes out back, and then two on each side that go out to the side. And they are capable of being drawn in under the whole vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
stays within that
You're outriggers.
34,
Yeah.
or it can go out. Now,
Yeah.
if you're just going down the stairs, it's going to be in as far as you can, so it can go down the width of a stair.
Yes.
If you're on the highway or on some terrain, or if you're in the water,
Mm,
no reason why this can't be in the water,
no reason.
they can be out like outriggers.
Mm-hmm.
And each of those would have a ball on it so that it could turn and do whatever you needed it to do. And it will also have a sled on it
Mm-hmm.
so that when you come to a stair, it would know you're going up a slope. And the first one would have one that goes all the way up higher than the wheel. So if you were going up a 12-inch or 14-inch step, it would actually be able to take it up the step and then figure out the angle so that the capsule and the tread can promote you to go up there. Now here's another little secret. We now have 6 balls, one in the front, one in the back, 2 on either side.
Mm-hmm.
They all have their own little motors on them. So if your tread goes out,
Love that.
you can redundancy again. You can lift it up. The whole capsule can be lifted up with the 6 legs, And it can't go fast, but it can, with their little batteries, take you to a place where you can get repairs.
Excellent.
So
Better than a Tesla.
and it needs a much smaller battery because you're only moving the vehicle. The biggest thing you're moving is the vehicle and the person and the battery. So the smaller you can make the battery, the better the thing is going to be.
Yes.
And that's the goal. And you need redundancy, 2 batteries.
Yes.
And the 2 batteries can either work one or the other, or it can be switched from one to the other. So if the outrigger balls don't have power, the center one does.
With small fire suppression systems.
You need to make sure it's going to be safe in that way, definitely.
Yes.
So now we have the basic element of the vehicle. We know that, and this vehicle is going to have a cover because you don't want to be out in the rain. So it's going to have some kind of a isinglass curtain you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather.
Of course.
I've heard that before. 4 right side lights blinking and blinking. But the key is now you have this tail up there and you have the ability of the Scorpion itself to come over. You now have a camera array in front of you. And this is up to a point where it's in your line of view, but you can see where you're going. It's also in the line of view of the person behind you. And it's got cameras that can show you a 360 degree of what's going around you, including a camera on the top of the tail that can show you if there's 300 of them in a row. Each one only has this one little pole that goes up with the camera on it. So all those cameras can see everything that's around them in 360 degrees.
That's amazing. I want that for my truck right now.
No. So, and once again, with the computer on board that you can tell, I want to go here or there. Now, the question is, you have 3 positions. You have the upright position, which would be like a wheelchair position that you can ride up and down the stairs, right into the elevator. You take it up to your floor. You've got a storage room for the vehicles for everybody that's up there, and you just drive it into that place, and then you have your ability, either with your wheelchair or your own feet, to walk around in the place you're at. But you can literally go from a 3rd story walk up apartment, 3rd story walk up apartment, all the way down to the 1st floor, all the way to where you're going, and take the elevator up to the top of the high-rise building. One vehicle that takes you all those places. But the second way you do, once you're down the stairs and you're out on the sidewalk, you want a little bit more stability. So now the outriggers will go out a little bit further, not too much, but enough, and now you'll go at a little bit faster speed. The going up and then stairs, you should never be going more than a Fibonacci measurement. 3 miles per hour, 5 miles per hour.
Yes. Yes.
Once you get onto the sidewalk, you can go 3 to 5 miles an hour. But I wouldn't go much more than 5 miles an hour. The 8 miles might be the high that you want to go.
Yeah.
Keep within the sequence.
Yes.
Now, but let's say you're trying to go something further, and 8 miles an hour is as fast as you want anything to go on the sidewalk. So you go out into the street, and now you're into the second position. Now you can go up to maybe whatever it is, 30 miles an hour. Follow the thing up. You're graduating up to a point where you can go what would be common on a street today, which would be 35 miles per hour.
Right.
Something in that range.
Yeah.
Now you're actually going to be going down a little bit. Your vehicle, your capsule is sliding forward.
Yeah.
Your outriggers are going to be a little bit further out, not the 6 to 8, whatever, 12 feet, whatever it is for the width of an automobile,
Yeah.
but wide enough to where you can have stability on the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you can go there. Now let's say you get onto a freeway. Now you have a third position, which is almost a reclining position that you're in. And this one, your outriggers are out all the way and your front, back, sides. And now you can go as fast as you would think would be appropriate on the freeway. I'd still keep it in the 55 mile an hour range, not the 70, 80, 90, 100 mile an hour range.
Right.
And that creates a limitation. I mean, what if you're going from San Francisco to LA? 55 miles an hour isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Monorail. That tail that you've got,
Yes.
that's actually a supporting element. You can drive into a loading dock that will then send you up onto a monorail, and that piece will have the computer connection in it and tell the monorail, I'm going to this place, because you typed it in or said to your computer, I want to go downtown. And then you'll say, I'm going to go to 101 Broadway or 101 Market Street or 1575 O'Farrell,
Mhm.
wherever you want to go. And so you get onto that loading thing, and it'll put you up onto that monorail,
Mhm.
and then it'll switch you onto other monorails to take you to the nearest drop off to your destination. Now, this would all work within a city,
Yes.
but it wouldn't go much beyond the city because, once again, that gets to be a problem. So, what you would have is a second system, a loading system that if you say, I'm going from San Francisco to LA, there is another monorail system, but this one doesn't carry the individual vehicles, the individual scorpions. This one has a capsule on it, and that capsule can hold 20, 30, like a train, however many you want in there. And once you're loaded into the capsule, you can get out of your vehicle, go into a lounge car, a sleeping car, or a dining car,
Mhm.
or just a discussion car, someplace you can sit and talk to people. And while you're going, and then at one time, your phone will ring and say, okay, you need to go back to your vehicle. And then you get back there, you push the button that tells you, or it might even know who you are when you're going there just by the tracking devices. And your vehicle is there waiting for you. You get in your vehicle, and then when you're close to the thing, you're dropped off with those who are going there into that particular monorail system that can then take you to the nearest exit to where you're going.
Mhm.
And you can actually create larger ones that'll take you intercontinental.
Love it.
So this is a transportation system that a single vehicle can ultimately eliminate the need for airplanes, boats, and such as individual transport.
Yes.
Now, these vehicles could also be used automatically to deliver small items.
Mhm.
Small items as big as maybe a refrigerator.
Right.
Components of a bed, maybe. If you've got larger items, my recommendation is to go to a dirigible system.
Mm.
You have the helicopter drone-like pilots, and then you have the carriers, which are in fact lighter than air machines that drop cables down, hook onto a carrier, any one of the carriers that are used today on ships and trains and trucks, lift it up into the unit, and then they're trained into hooked into a train, and the drone, our drones, can take them to where they're going, stop them immediately over where they need to deliver it, and drop it down there, unhook it, and it's right where it's supposed to be.
I love this idea.
So this can create a means of transportation that serves the entire society.